EA Sports. It's in the game.
Everybody, Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall at the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the featherweight division between Yuriorkis, Gamboa, and Billy Dibb. Yuriorkis Gamboa is making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be embattled there in the ring. Billy Dibb's ring walk, he just exudes confidence, carrying himself like a champion.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Yuriorkis Gamboa! And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Vinny, the Kid Dibb!
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among this matchup you're looking for guys to be more consistent? Which guy's going to be more consistent? How do you define that?
Just in one area. When they get inside, for example, Joe, every once in a while somebody takes a little bit of a break. Yeah, there's working, but all of a sudden one guy's arm goes behind the other guy. I'm looking to see who keeps both hands free.
Wow! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
Hey, no holding, no holding. Come on, punch it out.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. There it is. That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now.
All right, come on, guys. Work it out, no holding.
What a good counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And a smart counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Halfway through round number one. Gamboa able to land the counterpunch. Teddy, what do you think is the most misunderstood about the lower weight classes?
Well, I think people don't realize how big those people have to be. I know that sounds crazy because they're smaller guys, but they have to be big in all the other dimensions, with discipline, with confidence, and with their technical approach, their technical development. They have to deal with guys that are really fast. The bigger guys don't have to deal with all those elements.
Good block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Gamboa able to block that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Work the body.
Excellent counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Holy cow! He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow.
Let's get on that swelling. Listen, I want you to pick his jab. That's right. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab, don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on it.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Get in there. Let's go. Up and down, side to side.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Blocks that punch. Parries that punch away. Not able to land the headshot. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Halfway through round number 2. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by... Oh, he gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow.
Come on, work it out.
Uppercut.
Good block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. He is not in good shape.
Right,
he could be on the deck in moments.
No holding.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Hey, no holding, no holding.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue and red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
You need to move that body more. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Great movement to get away from those punches. Holy cow! Oh, that uppercut got him badly. He is staggered and stumbling. Nothing there on the punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. A headshot blocked. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Yuriorkis Gamboa. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Nice block. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Parries that punch away. Oh, and they decide to trade there. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Nice strike after catching one by Yuriorkis Gamboa. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Well-placed counter punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind him exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Don't stand in front of him. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this element. Get on that. Get on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Very nice defensive guard there. Good job protecting himself. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. Boy, he is shaky right there. He is on shaky ground in the ring right now. Blocks away that headshot. A little defense turns to offense by Yuriorkis Gamboa. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just the faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
90 seconds to go here in this round.
Get in there, listen. Use your feet.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Keep working the jab.
Showing you some defense there with the block.
You need to keep that head moving. Finish with the hook.
Good counter by Gamboa.
Body shot. Up and down. Side to side. Come on. Body shot.
Turn that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Wow, is he defensively sound. Well-placed counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. 10 seconds to go in the fourth.
He's tired.
Relax. Take a deep breath. I need you to focus. Anticipate his punches, okay? Get on that now.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Get the compress on. Get the compress on. Let's work on the swelling. If we work on the swelling.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Billy Dibb's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Yuriorkis Gamboa's got to deal with a cut now above his eye. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange.
Side to side.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. He got smashed that time.
Now we're going to find out how strong a guy he is. Not physically, mentally.
Can he get up? So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Good block by Gamboa. He got hit. Oh, now the uppercut. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Yuriorkis Gamboa. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happen in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Billy Dibb. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Excellent counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Soaring counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball, and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook, get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
He'll take care of his swelling. Just focus.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he could kill a little of the clock, survive.
Dib's got to find an answer here because he's just too defensive after going down earlier.
You know, it's a funny thing. He's gotten a taste of his own medicine because usually he'll make you miss and he'll counter back. He'll make you pay. Well, he missed earlier and he paid, and he hasn't gotten over that.
Cover your head.
Gamboa able to land the counterpunch. Billy Dibs learning a lesson here that you don't want to learn, and that is no head movement means you're going to take shots to the head.
Well, Costamato used to tell me, if you don't move your head, guess what? The other guy will move it for you. Right now, the other guy is moving his head for him.
Painfully so. He just missed that shot up top. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Nice strike after catching one by Yuriorkis Gamboa. And a good counter by Yuriorkis Gamboa. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Good block by Gamboa. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Final 10 seconds. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Okay, side to side, lean to the side, then boom, counterpunch. Almost done. You had him that round. We're in control.
So we've reached the halfway point of this main event. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Beat him to the punch.
Good counter by Gamboa. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautiful.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter...
Holy cow! Yuriorkis Gamboa's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Billy Dibbs shoving his opponent there. Good way to protect the midsection. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. That was a miss by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Yuriorkis Gamboa with a block punch. Halfway through the 7th round. Billy Dibbs in a spot right now where I don't think there's any doubt about it. He's losing the fight on points. Something has to change. What could that something be?
Well, he's got to land the big punch, but he's not going to do it just by closing his eyes and hoping that he hits lotto, hoping he gets lucky. He's got to be able to time something. Maybe time a right hand over a jab.
To dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Gamboa able to land the counterpunch. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
In and out, in and out.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Get on that.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But, oh! Yuriorkis Gamboa's in bad shape. Billy Dibbs showing some real cuts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all. But somehow, he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Oh, he is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Blocks the headshot. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Back and forth exchange. He throws a big, wide punch, and his opponent. He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air's gonna come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Blocks that belt line well. Showing you some defense there with the block. Blocks that punch.
Hit the body.
Wow, is he defensively sound. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Off the mark there. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. So we come to the end of the round. And that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Listen, I need to see more punches, okay? Whenever he misses count, don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Great movement to get away from those punches. Able to get rid of that one. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Gamboa lands a nice counter punch. And a sharp counter punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Billy Dibb. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Halfway through the 9th round. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And a smart counter punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. He missed with that headshot. Billy Dibb's not sticking to his style at all. He got away from what had gotten him in trouble. Remember, he was rocked early.
Yeah, it's like being in the Grand Prix. You know, you're in that race, and all of a sudden you pull into the pit and you say, you know what? I got to change my tires. You know, I'm just not getting traction out here. You know, I almost went into a wall. Well, he's changing his tires, changing his plan.
Good scoring counter punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. way it was targeted for his head. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Nice one. That was good. We had this one. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. Gamboa lands a nice counterpunch. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Yuriorkis Gamboa's swelling is exactly what his opponent wanted to see. Nice block. Gamboa lands a nice counterpunch. That punch nowhere close. Wow, is he defensively sound. Well-targeted counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Able to show you his blocking ability. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counterpunch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Okay? You're leaving yourself open too much cover. Get the compress on. Get the compress on that. Let's work on the swelling. Work on the swelling.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Gets rid of that body shot. Good block there by Yuriorkis Gamboa. able to dismiss that body shot. Gamboa able to block that punch. Unable to land that shot. Able to show you his blocking ability. Targeted counter punch by Yuriorkis Gamboa. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Billy Dibb. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or two away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
Nice block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. So we come to the end of the round, and clearly a confidence booster for this man. He got to his opponent. He was able to stun him. Teddy, when a fighter comes back after doing what he just did, do you see them almost light up, like get a little boost of energy because of that?
Yeah, it does build your confidence a little bit. You know, it makes you feel more secure. I can control this man. I had my way.
Listen, don't let him steal this one, okay? Keep moving, keep throwing that jab, keep him away from you, okay? Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
They meet up for the 12th and final time. The last round has arrived. Good way to protect the midsection. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Good block by Gamboa. Nice block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Billy Dibb's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Nice block by Yuriorkis Gamboa. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth. Oh! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
They're forcing punches here.
feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Billy Dibb. Good defensive skill. Billy Dibb showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Just missed with that punch. And for the official judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner, Yuriorkis, Gamboa.
Yuriorkis Gamboa is your winner by unanimous decision. All three judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of lightweight action between Vinny and Diego Chico Corrales. Vinny Paz's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Diego Chico Corrales is making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vinny, the and his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Diego Chico Corrales.
All right, guys, remember, obey my commands at all times. All right? Have a good clean
Opening
fight.
round
Touch him
here,
up. Let's go.
scheduled for 12. Well, Teddy, here in this matchup, two guys who tend to go the distance. What do we look for early?
You know, I'm looking to see who can be more consistent in just one area. Who uses their jab a little bit steadier.
Corrales with a block punch. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Blocks that punch.
Cover your hand. Keep working the jab.
And Corrales able to block that punch. Able to dismiss it.
Keep the head moving.
Has is starting to show some swelling. His corner should ice that down. Gets rid of that effort. What happened to the get to know ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant and we've already had 4 courses and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet, you got 8 more to go.
time, landing the counter punch. Vinny Paz, his cut man, is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
Chico able to land the counter punch. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. 10 clicks of the top. Chico able to land the counter punch. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Where's your body weight? It's the body.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. He just missed that shot up top. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Oh, Vinny Paz is stunned and he is hurt. He is stunned, but somehow has the wherewithal to hang on.
No holding. Come on, punch it out.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Halfway through round number 2. Both these guys obviously hopeful that their cut men will be up to the task tonight. What does it take to be a great cut man?
And you know, that's a great question. First of all, you better have the right coagulants, the right chemicals, the right medications in that corner. Apatine, adrenaline, and you have to have Vaseline where you can put it on it. But the most important thing, you have to be calm. You can't panic. And you have to put pressure on that cut, just the right amount of pressure, and then you put those medicines in it, and then you better have a fighter that can give you a round or two. He can move around and not get caught right away. Give the medicine a chance to work.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Looking good. Keep your hands up, all right? You're doing fine. Get on that now.
Listen, I want you to take his jab. That's right. Pick his jab. When he throws the jab your way, okay? Whatever you do, throw that jab.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vinny Paz. Corrales with a block punch. Chico able to land the counter punch. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up in his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to dismiss it. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Blocks that punch. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Listen. You're not giving me enough punches, okay? Throw more punches. Jab, jab, hook.
Here we go with the fourth round. Good defense just covering up down low. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. His cheek has been split wide open. Able to show you his blocking ability. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Blocks the headshot.
Keep moving.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Halfway through this round here. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. That's a nice counter punch from Diego Corrales. Diego Corrales is doing really well with that jab. I mean, you can't ask for a more productive night than what he's getting out of this.
Now, having a good jab is kind of like having a lot of passports. You know, you have a lot of passports, you can go to different countries. Well, you can go to different places with a good jab. He's gone to all kinds of places tonight with that left jab.
Lands the counter. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Good block by Corrales. 10 seconds to go in this round.
Double jab. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing.
Okay, listen to me. When he misses you with a punch, counter. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. Just off the mark with that punch. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, with special offensive happening in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A headshot blocked.
Keep those hands up.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Diego Corrales is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Blocks that belt line well. Blocks that punch. Both men trading hooks. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Vinny Paz. Showing you some defense there with the block. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Carry it away, you catch it. Got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch it. You're gonna catch it. Let's get on that swallow. Get the compress on that.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. A good block. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Vinny Paz.
Keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving around the ring. You're still not moving enough. Move, move. Use your feet. Uppercut.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Good block by Corrales. Able to cover up that gut. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Halfway through this round, Chico able to land the counter punch.
Keep moving. Work the body.
Great movement to get away from those punches. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diego Corrales. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Come on, kid. Move your feet. Get in there. Let's go.
You need to cover up. Hey, you're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Get the compress on that.
Hey, keep your hands up, all right? You're not protecting yourself. Let's get on that swelling. Get the compress on that.
Six rounds in the books, 6 to go. Showing you some defense there with the block. Paz is learning a real hard lesson here, and it's that a cornerman can only do so much when you're dealing with this amount of swelling around the eye.
Yeah, you have that end swell in the corner. Of course, it's a piece of metal that you put in ice. It gets very cold. It retains the cold, and you place it on the swelling. But once it gets started, as you alluded to, Joe, it's tough to stop it. You got to get that ice or get that end swell on it early on before that swelling gets started, before it gets to this kind of place.
Good block by Corrales.
Side to side. Move your head. Move your head.
Blocks away that headshot.
Guard your head.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Blocks that punch.
Protect yourself. Jab, jab, use the jab.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Able to show you his blocking ability. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
Joe, it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Final 10 seconds. Gets rid of that effort. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue and red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Listen, pick his jab. Pick his jab. When he throws jabs, you just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this swelling. Get on that. Get on that.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Good job protecting himself. Diego Corrales is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Way to block there. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Good defensive skill. blocks that punch. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Showing you some defense there with the block. Vinny Paz has got to deal with a cut sheet. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Vinny Paz. And Corrales able to block that punch. Chico able to land the counter punch. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
You need to cover up, though, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Listen, you need to protect yourself. Throw more punches to the body. Throw more punches to the body. Step out.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far.
Double up the punch.
And Corrales able to block that punch. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diego Corrales. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Blocks that punch.
What?
Didn't get it done going to the body there.
Come on, side to side.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Able to dismiss that body shot. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. That punch just close. They are bringing out the best in each other. I mean, you can just tell when they meet up in the middle of this ring, they're bringing out the best in each other. upstairs. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Listen to me. You're getting caught up. You're getting caught up and fighting his fight. Focus for me. Don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Diego Corrales is stunned and staggered. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Good looking counter punch. Back and forth exchange. Nice strike after catching one by Diego Corrales. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Vinny Paz. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Chico able to land the counter punch. Diego Corrales is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Wow, is he defensively sound.
Use the ring! Use the ring! Keep it going!
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Keep that hand
Able to cover up that gut. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Able to counter that attack. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Listen, stop chasing him around the ring. Cut the ring off. Okay, man. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. Keep it up.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going the distance with how lopsided it's been. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. I don't want to criticize him too much, Teddy, because by going defensive here after being stunned, hey, this might be the right strategy to employ.
As long as he doesn't stay with it too long. It's the right strategy to employ right now at this moment. But if you're going to win the fight, you have to find a way quickly down the road to get back to where you can score points and survive and be responsible defensively.
Now there's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. Well, you can see his mouth opening up there, Teddy, and that's often a sign.
Yeah, and it's a sign that his opponent recognizes too, and that means that it's going to give the opponent real stimulus now to push on the gas pedal a little harder.
Able to counter that attack. Blocks that punch. To go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Wow, look at that, trading shots. That punch away. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Vinny Paz is making for a very inviting target right now. You can see the blood around that eye. The cut is obviously worse than it was just moments ago.
This can't go all the way. You won't win on points. Nobody only had. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the cut. We'll take care of the cut. It's nothing. A small cut, nothing to worry about.
And this is the final round. 12 rounds going at you. And this is the final round. Round number 12 coming at you. Able to get rid of that one. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. To show you his blocking ability. One hook deserves another. Wow. Gets rid of that body shot. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Targeting the hooks on each man. Good defense, just covering up down low. able to dismiss it. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round.
Protect yourself.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Good block by Corrales. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner,
Diego Chico Corrales is your winner by unanimous decision. All three judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
Good, enjoyable, entertaining fight it was. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore saying thanks for being with us.